Let's say you came across this type of equation for the first time as a Jambite. So guys, let's take a look at what we have on the whiteboard together. We are given an equation, but in that reaction above, the oxidizing agent is what? There's one thing you need to know as far as Jamb is concerned, and how can you solve a question like this? We have oxidizing agents, or we call them oxidants. So for these oxidizing agents or oxidants, there is what we call gain of electron, and they as well reduced in a chemical reaction. That is for oxidizing agents. The next one is reducing agent. In case you are asked in any given equation, we'll call this one reductants. So this reducing agents or reductants loss of electron and are oxidized in a chemical reaction. Now, according to the question, we are only asked what is oxidizing agent. And there's one thing you need to know: the secrets or the tricks behind the identification of the oxidizing agent and the reducing agent is that many students always get it wrong. In that case, there is a clue to a question like this. So we can easily say this is reduction, why this is oxidation. Why did I say this is the first one is reduction and the second one is oxidation? The reason is because when we look at the definition of oxidation and reduction with respect to redox reaction, there's what we call oil and there's what we call rig. Please take notes. There's what we call oil and rig under the definition of oxidation and reduction, transfer of electron. That is where we came about having this oil and rig. The oil stands for oxidation is loss, while this rig stands for reduction is gain. Now, how can you solve a question like this? As far as a redox reaction is concerned, you should be able to write out the half cell equation of what you are given respectively. The first one is looking at this arrow, this will move with this, and this arrow will go for this. Now, I'm going to write out each of those equations respectively. The first one is this. I have 2SO2, O3, 2 minus. Here, I have S4O6, 2 minus. Why? The second one is iodine gas with 2 moles of iodine. So guys, in that case, which one is oxidation and which one is reduction between these two compounds? Let me write this clearly so you can get it. So guys, one thing you need to know is that, according to the rules under oxidation, it states that the first rule states that any element in an uncombined state, the oxidation state is 0. So this will give me 0. Why this? I have -1. In that case, from 0 to -1, there's what we call reduction here. Now, what is the oxidation state of sulfur here? What is the oxidation state of sulfur here? Before we can tell why this is oxidation, because for the fact that we are having reduction here, automatically this will give us oxidation. In that case, let's calculate the oxidation number of those compound respectively. The first one is S2. We have 2 here. We have 3 here. 2 minus. This compound, the overall equation will be what? Minus 2 equal. So we make this one to be what? 2x plus 3 oxygen. So we can say I have, what is the oxidation state of oxygen? I have 2x. The x stands for this sulfur. Why this 2 is this? So we said minus 2 times 3 is equal to minus 2. So this will give us 2x minus 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 6 is equal to minus 2. 2x is equal to minus 2 plus 6. 2x is equal to plus 4. In that case, can say x is equal to what? 2. So our sulfur here is plus 2. Now, for the second one, I have this equal to minus 2. Underline this. I have S4 multiplied by, what is the valence charge of oxygen? Minus 2 times the source we have 6 is equal to minus 2. So S is give us what? Minus 12. 2 times 6 minus 12 is equal to us minus 2. This will give us minus 2 plus 12. We have this 10. Divide both side by 4. So this will give us 2.5. So for this, you can say the sulfur here is what? 2.5. So from plus 2 to plus 2.5, you have what? Oxidation. Now, according to that question, in the reaction above, the oxidizing agent is what? I have stated earlier that oxidizing agent or oxidants equal to reduction, because reduction is gain of electron and reduce in a chemical reaction. This iodine gas is being reduced to this. The next one, reducing agent or reductants equal to what? Oxidation. Loss of electron and oxidize in a chemical reaction. In that case, the compound that is being oxidized, that is the oxidizing agent. I repeat, the compound that is the oxidizing agent is this. So in that case, our answer is option B. Please don't do the mistake of picking this as the answer. If you pick this, that means you did not follow the rules or the illustration of what we have on the whiteboard. So guys, if you are just coming across this video for the first time, I will advise you to watch the video to the end. Thank you and God bless. And do well to share this video with your colleague. If you have any question, do well to drop it in the comments box.